Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where we are currently discovering John Elliot Cairns, apparently. But we are also currently saving up our research points so that we can soon enough grab, in the culture tree, empiricism. And that's going to be wonderful. Now, some of these other things are important as well, but we need to... Pratihara, Australia, huh? We're going to increase our influence there and gain an infamy. That's okay. We do need to let our infamy come down. There is no doubt about that. That is a big, big deal. Oh, hang on a moment. I completely forgot about our war with Liberia. Oh my. I had just noticed that here. Goes to show just how much influence they had on my brain, I guess. Ojibwa wants military access. No. Get out of here, Ojibwa. You don't get military access. So we're going to send these guys over to Monrovia. And then we're also going to attack Harper at the same time. Like, this is not going to be a problem, right? This is absolutely fine. So just wait for our larger army to get there. There we go. We'll group this up. We'll split in half. And we'll just occupy both of these simultaneously. Absolutely no problem. Okay, that war is done. It's fully under control. Like, they actually never had a chance here. So Liberia will become a puppet of Ethiopia. But we're also trying to annex Liberia. Interesting. Anyway, we do have about a year at this point. Ooh, more plurality. Very nice. That brings us up to almost 19 research points per day. We do have about a year before we can start working on empiricism. And we're not losing any time here by not having any research, right? That's completely fine. We won a battle over here. Apparently they finished raising a troop. That's nice of them, I guess. We're going to finish this occupation. It's not a problem. And we're just storing up our research. We have currently stored up about 6,500, and we need 10,800 in the next year. We're absolutely going to have that. Now the question is, do we need to raise any additional troops? We are the #1 military power in the world, although our prestige dropped. Republic of China did pass us. They probably have the prestige increase tech. That's what I'm guessing is happening there. I'm not too concerned about it, though. The main thing that we want to do is maybe start justifying against France. Our infamy is way up there. If the Republic of China decided to team up with Pratiharis and Kalachuris, we would have a very hard time holding them. Especially if France was in the mix. So I think before we pump up our infamy, we need to recruit additional troops to man this region. Because that would be a problem. It would absolutely be a problem. So we're going to recruit up another... Ooh, wow, that's a lot. 2, 3, 4. And then 2 units of dragoons. And then 1 unit of infantry. That's a lot from this one place. High population there. Okay, so that is what? 2? Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's another army being raised. Because, yeah, we definitely need to... We need to have, like, 1,000 military power before we really start not caring about the infamy, I think. Okay. Clerks and craftsmen in southern Finland? We don't care about southern Finland. That's irrelevant. Liberia wants peace. You know what? They're offering to become a puppet. I'm going to decline this. But we're going to propose our own peace here. So we can annex Liberia or they become a puppet. We'd gain more prestige for annexing. Okay. There we go. Liberia has been annexed. Fantastic. That lost us prestige. Okay. Whatever. Like I said, I don't really care so much about our prestige. That's not amazingly relevant. I do want to recruit yet another army, though. Where are you intended to be? Must be a miscount. But you know what? We can utilize this. So, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, that was one too many. Dragoon, Dragoon, and then we actually only need 9 of these. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, it doesn't have anything. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There we go. So there's another army being raised up. And we'll keep working on that for now. A heated debate, huh? Okay, people are super in favor of free trade. All of the parties are into protectionism, but I kind of would prefer free trade here, I think. So yeah, we're gonna go super free trade in these debates. We're kind of moving off of planned economy at this point. I do want to check in on our planned economy. Yeah, we're definitely growing. Our worker populations in these are coming up nicely. Slowly, but nicely. That's good. We're producing large amounts of military goods for our rather large military. So that we don't have to import it, of course. France wants military access. I feel like we are not inclined to give France military access. Yeah, last that Ojibwa-Chickasaw War, I'm gonna decline. Get out of here, France. Horstrada would gain militancy. Or consciousness? Or they become more in favor of low subsidies. And honestly, we can afford subsidies. I'm not concerned. Like, the only reason we can't is because we can't do social reforms. And the reason of that is because the upper house is not in favor. The upper house is not in favor of any reforms right now, so we'll have to worry about that at a later date. How are these armies going? The answer is slowly. Very slowly. That's okay. So Brazil is probably going to colonize over here. And that's awkward. Yeah, we're going to become more in favor of Jingoism, absolutely. Jingoism is good for us. That's what we want to go for right now. We're kind of crafting a really weird political party. Like a really, really weird political party. Gain plus 0.3 literacy. That's actually kind of huge. I feel like that's going to be worth more than 69.61 research points overall. Okay, it was only that percentage of literacy in the state. Maybe that wasn't worth it. Maybe not. Our plurality is coming up nicely, though. Whoa, hang on a moment. Hang on a moment. We appear to be capped on our research point storage. Very awkward. We're going to have to start researching. Because we are not storing up additional research points. Now, we did have enough stored up to fully research this tech. So we should, in theory, still be storing research points right now. Conservative and reactionary are the basis of the government. That's pretty unlikely to let us do anything there. Greenland is revolting. Well, you can say that again. They become a puppet. Or we can fight them. And we're going to fight them. Okay. What weight can we carry here? 18 weight, allegedly. Can we group this up and... Yes. Excellent. So we're just going to come straight on up over here. Yes, this happened previously, this debug religion. We need to set what religion they should be, and they should be Coptic. All of our people are joining this War of Independence. That's fine. So we should theoretically no longer be wasting tech points. I don't know how long we were, but there seems to be a cap there. I didn't realize that, but it's good to know. Mining and farming efficiency? We'll take it. Okay, so we definitely need to make our way up here. And we slowly are. So yeah, Battleship Column is of course going to be fully researched very shortly here. And then we're going to be banking up tech points again. The question is, how much do we actually have banked right now? Okay, we still have about 2,000 banked. So that'll still give us a pretty decent leg up, but that definitely means that we started saving too early. I did not realize there was a cap, and now I do. I don't know how the cap is calculated, or where it's supposed to say, but good to know. Okay, so we are going to want to invade over here. Yeah, let's select our land units and just attack over here. Because we are at war with Greenland. And this is absolutely fine. Now, we did lose a fair number of troops here, but that's fine. Well, that did split in half. Okay. I was slightly confused there. Now, I kind of want to split it in half again, because I don't think they start with any troops. So we'll do something like this. This force should be staying put and capping. Okay, we're losing some militancy. That's always good. And yeah, we'll have a decent amount of research points accumulated, but I don't think we're going to have quite enough to get it ASAP. But it'll be close. And we're going to just attack up over here as well. Ojibwa will eventually be a problem for us, but we're going to just take back Greenland at this point. We are up to 44% literacy, so that's fantastic. I'm going to dock these guys up so that they can start getting repaired a little bit. Work smarter, please. Excellent. Now I do want to check in. That war is won. I do want to check in on these guys. They're not fully built yet, but that's okay. All of these guys, I don't think they are either. Zhenzhou threw our diplomats out. That's nice. Actually, it's kind of rude is what it is. And yeah, we're just slowly sieging these down. This is happening very slowly indeed up here. Which, I mean, kind of makes sense. We've only got one cannon compared to 2 cannon and a dragoon. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we've stored up about half of the research points that we need. And the question is, will we get the other half while we're utilizing these? Well, no, because this is going to be utilized in like 44 days, 45 days. But we can get a good jump on empiricism, at least. Revolts in South Africa. Okay. We have an army right here, actually. So we can come on down, and we can even send the second army down. And so we shall. The sound of cannons should dissuade them. Okay, so this debug is going to happen every time. We're just going to keep saying that they're Coptic. Okay. So we're going to invade these guys. This is absolutely not an issue. Greenland is under control right now, so that won't be a problem. And we're just going until the first of the year right now. So 30, 31. Okay. Here's our upper house rearrangement. That's fine. Now we're going to immediately start working on empiricism. This is the top priority. All of these research points that we have stored up, they're now going into empiricism. Because we want that sweet, sweet tech point boost. Now, as far as the South African revolt is going, we're still making our way down over here. We do have railroads set up, so we should be able to get here somewhat quickly, in theory. Emphasis on the theory. Okay, so we're just going to start occupying this, and we're just going to push down. It shouldn't be any problem whatsoever. Are we through our stored? No, we are not through our stored research points yet. We will be very shortly. It'll be like 46, 47, something like that. 48, 49? Oh, wow. We're still going. I didn't expect that. Okay, we're still going through our stored tech points. I like it. We are going to push down over here with this force. These guys are still making their way in. Now we're through our stored. Okay, so 3 November 1860. Not too bad. Under a year since the tech became available. I don't hate that. Now, the Greenland War should be finishing up very, very shortly here. I'm just going to send this force over here to help out with this occupation. Get that done a little bit more quickly. And then as far as South Africa goes, we are beginning our occupations with this force, so that's good. Okay. That's a decent chunk of prestige. We'll take it. Wonderful. Now, I think we're doing actually absolutely fine on our supply limit. We have 10 years until organic chemistry anyway. So I think that we're just going to finish up these naval techs after this. These are quite a bit cheaper, and we're going to have a reasonably large boost to our tech points here in just a few more months. Okay, we're going to just push down the coast with this force. And then this force will clean up these mountains. These guys don't seem to have any army to speak of. I think they're recruiting one. Yeah, they're definitely recruiting an army, but they don't have an army to start with. Okay. This is fine. Our war with Greenland is, in theory, going very poorly. What? How are we at minus 66%? From Defender occupation. Maybe because we just haven't occupied the state yet? Like, we have to get there at a particular point? And yeah, they have literally no military. Very strange. That said, that should change very shortly. Okay, these guys definitely need to push down over here, and I'm actually gonna group these guys up. I'm gonna split them in half. Actually, I didn't mean to split it quite like that. Split it in half. Just the half. And then we're gonna send one force there, and we're gonna send the other force here. We're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna split these guys in half, and we're gonna send one of these over to Ladysmith. Excellent. Okay, now as far as Greenland goes, this should be done shortly. The supply limit here is absolute hot garbage, but I want to bring these frigates in. Actually, we'll bring them in over here. Okay. What is this crisis going on? Oh, it's in here, of course. We don't appear to be a party to this. The liberation of the Mongol Khanate. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, we're just going to keep occupying in South Africa. And gaining as much prestige as possible. Greenland is offering us peace. We're going to decline. Because we want our own peace with them. Oh, hang on. Minus 100% for Greenland. This is in terms of the defender. I gotcha. Bonkers. That's a weird way to do it. We're going to annex them. Okay. Greenland is ours once more. Or perhaps period. Hello, France. I'm not okay with this. We're going to have to deal with that. But for now, that's not going to be an option. We can actually put in universal voting. And so we shall. Wonderful. So we need to get this army out of Greenland as quickly as possible, which is why we are moving over here right now. They'll get out of there soon enough, and empiricism will be done soon enough as well. We're currently gaining 19.38 currently per day, so that is fantastic. Okay, we are now going to load these guys onto the transport, and we're going to bring them right on back to Edinburgh. Perfect. Now we seem to be losing prestige. I think from taking this land for ourselves is losing us the prestige. But that's okay. These guys can keep pushing down the coast. These guys can push into Kimberley. These into Winburg. Excellent. We could gain an infamy, and that's what we're going to do. Much as I don't like it. It is necessary, it would appear. So how are we doing on this war? 13% war score. See, the weird thing is, it appears that the bar is moving towards South Africa, but I guess it could also be viewed as the bar is moving this way. I guess that makes sense. So yeah, we're the defender. And because the attacker is losing, they're at minus 22 war score. It makes sense. It's just not the way that other Paradox games present this. So I was just a little bit confused by that. And yeah, we're not a party in this crisis. Kalaturis, France, Japan, Majapahit. It's fascinating. Their beliefs should probably be respected. Hello, Ethiopian Columbia. You didn't have to come here. I don't think we have that many Amhara in Estonia. We'll go ahead and rescind the policy. Fantastic. Well, empiricism will be done in a little under a month, actually, at this point. France is joining Pratiharis. I mean, I'm okay with that. If they want to bleed Republic of China a little bit, I'm quite pleased with that. We're going to keep the prestige, thanks. Okay, one other thing I wanted to check in on is the status of the armies up here. And there's our empiricism, bringing us up to 22.62 research points per day. Wonderful. So I think we absolutely grab steamers, fire control systems, and naval plans next. There we go. And then we're going to have to start working on some of these techs over here. Perhaps railroad, perhaps cheap iron. That might not be a terrible idea. Farming and mining outputs. All of these things are good. Okay, we're going to group everybody over here up over there. All of these guys, we will group up over here. Excellent. We do need to continue moving through this territory. And we are definitely getting a lot of tech points now. 22.63 per day. That's a lot. I like it. White Peace from Pratiharis. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by that at all. Pops would become 10% more liberal. We'll take that. We do want to move towards the liberal faction, but it's the war policy that's keeping me from adopting it immediately. I'm not too into that war policy. So Poland is in our sphere, so that's great. They're also allied with the Arcane Republic. Good for them. We do want to attack France. I'm just a little bit concerned currently about our infamy. That said, the question is, if we're this far above our infamy cap, and the Republic of China hasn't attacked us for it yet, what are the odds that they are going to? I feel like relatively low. Maximum amount of infamy is 11. Let's try it. If we end up needing to bulk up our army, we've got plenty of space in which to do it. So I think that we'll be fine. It would just be potentially a long and bloody war. So that's something to consider. Oh, instantly detected. Sad. 10.5 infamy. Okay. We'll intervene immediately. In theory, these should be identical, but actually no, they wouldn't be, would they? We actually ended up potentially losing 2 units of infantry here. We did. And I don't know how. But that's okay. We'll build 2 new units of infantry. Get those expanded back out. I'm guessing it was just pure attrition. Like, this is kind of terrible territory to be attacking, right? So, it makes sense to some degree. South Africa, do you want to be annexed yet? Nope, they would not accept that. That's fine. They will eventually. You know what? This needs to be sieged. So we can go ahead and do that. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue taking South Africa back over and plowing through the tech tree. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. Hi, Dred Scott. Bye, Dred Scott.